It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for another edition of the Greg Cherry Show. I am, of course, as of right now, 1,453 days in to my Wrestling Trivia Challenge Championship reign. Will tomorrow be the end of everything? Will I become just 46? That's right, 46 days short of hitting the 1,500 mark. We will see. I'm half looking forward to it.
Yeah, trial's gonna be stressful, without question.
But alongside me is somebody who doesn't have to worry about his championship, at least not tomorrow.
No,
it's the reigning WTC Jack of all trades champion, the longest reigning Jack of all trades champion.
That's right.
All two of you.
That's right. I'm the best of two.
Yeah, it's Jeff Meacham. So I want to get right into what's on today's show. And what's on today's show? Happy birthday, Jeff.
Hey!
I know it was yesterday, but we're going to celebrate
okay.
today. That's what we're going to do on the show. We're going to look at the title match between yours truly and Mr. Brett Storm tomorrow. And boy, do we got. And since, Jeff, it's your birthday, I wanted to bring back an old favorite. So we're doing some weird laws today.
Oh, Jesus.
We got to bring back the weird laws. I mean, football season's over. So
and the thing is, he didn't pick the familial origin states of Ohio or Iowa, because Ohio we've done ad nauseum, and Iowa's just too damn boring. So it's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
So
I think Idaho was next in the alphabetical lineup.
It was a previous entry in the alphabet, and you know what? Eventually, we're going to run into the funny potato thing, and we're all going to laugh ourselves stupid over potatoes. So it's going to be a fun day for all. So.
Yeah, pretty much. And then we got the Wednesday Q&A as per usual.
As we do.
Yes. So, happy birthday, Jeff, as I said before.
Yes.
Turning the ripe old age of, if you care to
39. So
39,
I am 4 hours away from being one full day into my 40th year. God help me.
I mean, that's crazy how much time flies. Like, I was just thinking about it. It's like, man, when I first started talking to you consistently, it was 2005, 2006 time frame.
Yes.
That's a long ass time ago.
It is a long ass time. And when you think about the discovery I made recently as we were going through the garage purge, and the fact that that's all I was back in 2005, 2006 was the co-host of what had become, depending on who you ask, on the greatest internet wrestling discussion show in the history of the world, or the most controversial damn thing this side of Katie Vick. It's definitely been a wacky, for you and I anyway, 17 years. So,
yeah, I almost, if I would have thought about it, would have uploaded some clips, some clips that would actually be safe to air from XMV.
See, that makes a grand total of parts of one show. Cool.
Yeah, it's about 34 seconds combined through 100 episodes.
Yeah, 34 seconds of 100 episodes in 2 years. That sounds about right for us.
And that's not 34 seconds per episode. That's
no.
That's
the entire 2 year 100 episode run, 34 seconds is all we can use. Period, and not getting our asses in trouble.
Yes. But Jeff, we are not alone tonight.
Oh, are you? I am not alone. Are you here with me? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Well, let's invite in.
Okay.
Yes. Let's invite somebody in from the Casa, shall we?
Oh, God.
Yes. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's the Renegade, JJ Williams.
Hey, JJ here. He's in his car. He be doing that lift hustle today. He pulled over just for that little me. I appreciate that.
Got to make that money.
Got to make that money because we got shit to do next week.
Turned the meter off so I could come here at least for a little bit.
You know it's some serious shit when he turns the meter off. Shit is going down, folks.
Yes.
That's right.
Well, I appreciate that, Jay.
Frank,
I know we talked yesterday at length on the actual birthday, so I appreciate you popping in here.
Yes. Had to get in here. Greg, thank you for having me on your show. Jeff, happy birthday.
So,
You know,
so to
we will
review, in
have
the last,
our own celebration in a week, but you know,
yes. So
in the meantime, in between time,
yes, to review, JJ's now been on a Aaron Riff produced production and a Greg Cherry produced production in the last 4 months after not having been on either of those in 20 years. Cool. So there you go.
Well, he was on the Rumble numbers draw, wasn't he?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, he was
okay,
on that.
okay. So two Greg Cherry show productions in the in the process of 1 year, dude. Between that and being on the Beatles show for the Aaron, like JJ's making his rounds again all of a sudden. It's like he's going to be coming back soon or something.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I hear these little birdies out there chirping about a return.
Chirping but not tweeting, right? Because tweeting's bad because people on Twitter are idiots and toxic and shit.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know.
People on Twitter get their accounts shut down.
That's right. But we're not here to talk about 45. We're here to talk about JJ and the fact that April 1st, which is not April Fool, JJ's Renegades Reviews will be back with a month of movies featuring wrestlers, no less. So that'll be the business, if you will.
I appreciate the show, but we're here to talk about you, sir.
The
tag happy birthday, Jeff, not let's gush over the return of the Renegade in a month.
Well, but had it not been for the Renegade and him and his roommates at the time, including Staff Boy. Yes, you're in the staff room, Mikey. Hi, Mikey. There. I said hi to Mikey, everybody. I feel like Paul Under talking about Brad Reagans. Okay, Brad, you good? Everybody knows Brad Reagans, right? Okay, good. Everybody knows Staff Boy, right? Okay, very good. If you know, you know. If you're at the Hall of Fame, I appreciate that. I just watched this shit yesterday, so I don't remember. Had it not been for the Renegade and the Staff Boy and the soon-to-be sister plucking me out of a bad situation, there would be no birthday celebration because who knows what would have happened to me 11 years ago without you three. So I love you three. So I want to gush over you three. So, and since Mikey's in the chat, hi, Mikey. Okay, yeah. Mikey's in the chat room. Hi, Mike. Anyway, so let me try.
We are equal opportunity givers on this channel.
That's right. We give on these networks because we love. That's right. So,
but and also
speaking of giving, thank you, Greg, for giving me another couple of T-shirts, which you can buy at the Spring Store.
That's it.
I mean, made more shirts for you guys than I've made for myself. You know that, right?
It's funny. Like JJ's been part of this circle of chaos longer as far as an on-air partner than you have, Greg. But he still had, as of this week, 3 T-shirts in 2 years. So, yeah. But it's okay. He not only does he have 2 more T-shirts, he's got Roddy Piper and Disney-centric T-shirts. Damn it, as it should be for JJ Williams, because Roddy Piper and Disney are everything with this man, and we love him for that. So
there you go.
And then there's the hat that looks like this logo, which still can't sell worth a shit. And mine's got holes in it, so I gotta get me a new one. But hey, JJ's a local boy as far as where AEW is going to be in June. So I do want to talk about that because I got a great birthday present yesterday morning, or Monday morning. The fact that AEW is coming to town. I talked with you about it on air, Jay, but like they go into the Forum. Like I get to go home early. None of this road to SoFi bullshit. I get to go home in June.
Right.
And then, granted, you're not going to be there by the time they get out to Ontario on June 3rd. But hey, they're going to be in Ontario at the home of the rain. So it's all good.
At the end of the day, it's like an hour drive down the hill. It's not out of the question.
No, exactly. I mean, for me, it's a little bit longer because I'm far from every damn thing. From either one of you,
hey,
I'm an hour and a half. If it's any
consolation, I drove from here about an hour and 40 minutes immediately after work to go see Dynamite in Pittsburgh. So it's not out of the question to travel far distance to go to an AEW show.
And not only that, did he drive an hour and a half to Dynamite? He drove what was usually an hour drive. He drove a 4-hour drive in a blizzard to pick my stupid ass up from the airport. So he knows about driving with Jeff Meacham involved. So there you
go. Yes.
Oh boy,
we all know about it.
Yes, and to advocate Tim's request, because Tim in the chat room always loves when I wear hats on the show. That seems to be his fixation with the show. But since he's wanting to see some skin, all right, Tim, just for Tim, it's my birthday show. You're gonna see some skin. You ready? Ready? Yeah, there it is. Very good. Okay, we'll just go ahead and keep it like it is. Thank you very much, Tim. We appreciate. Oh, look at that skin. Look at that. Look at
If you
that.
want to see more than that,
baby.
if you want to see more than that, donate to the show or subscribe to our OnlyFans. All right,
Or buy the
now
shirt.
here we
There you
go. Yeah.
Okay, the fact that you even brought up we would have an OnlyFans leads me to
And I
you
think,
psychiatric
I
help,
think we
first of
just
all.
lost the 5 viewers we had.
That's right.
And
you wanna
there
see
they
more
go,
skin,
right
go
up
behind
here.
the purple door here. That's it.
That's what we need. All right. Anyway,
It's get out of hand as we do. Oh Lordy.
so let's talk about something that also might get out of hand.
Whoa.
We're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Jeff, would I be out of line to say that Brett Storm might be the toughest challenger I've ever faced? Because I've faced you multiple times.
Yes, I have said from the get, watching this tournament the whole way through, and I actually did. I'm not just speaking hyperbole here. Watching this tournament start to finish, I am more worried about your championship now and your status as the guy than when I had the temerity to face you in an Ironman match. That's how worried I am about this. So,
I mean, it's for good reason. We have never, in the history of the tournament, now, granted, we've done 3, but we've done tournaments over the last 3 years or so
yes,
to determine challengers for me. And nobody in the history of the tournament has ever gotten 10 every single round.
yes.
Never happened.
And I do thank Brett for that because it made for a hell of a marketing hook. It's the greatest wrestling trivia mind of our time versus the man of perfect tens tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern. That's really what it comes down to.
The thing with tomorrow is I've got to be, I don't want to say even damn near perfect. I've got to be perfect because he knows stuff that I don't. Like he knows some obscure stuff that like either escaped me or that I've never seen, and like that's scary.
Here you go. Here's this logo era throwback for you. Ready? You have to be so perfect. You have to be Lex Luger Narcissus beyond perfection perfect. And if you get that reference, you saw WrestleMania 9, and much like Stagger Lee, I'm sorry.
You got to be so perfect that you need to change your last name to Hennig.
That's right. Not
I'm
Axel.
gonna need to be so perfect. If Brett starts getting the lead on me, I'm gonna have to put a plate in my arm and just nail him in the head, so he can't answer in the 10 seconds.
That's right. And just make sure when you start the show, you spit the gum and you hit it this way, and make sure it goes off screen. If it goes in the camera, we're screwed. So,
you know, I do that every time I have gum. Like I try to do that, and I'm successful about half the time.
I used to. Now, I say I used to. We're live here on the spot, not dog spot, liver spot, my spot, right, Kurt Hennig? But I used to be able to do this pretty well. Let me see if I can. Oh, look at that. Son of a bitch.
Oh.
Still got it.
See, I'm glad McAfee brought that like to SmackDown.
I am too. God bless Pat McAfee for that. God bless him for that and for hopefully kicking the old man's ass in a few weeks. If it happens.
So, like in the chat, I noticed like I don't think I've ever gone into a championship match where I'm the underdog. I have been champion. It'll be 4 years next Thursday.
Yes.
4 years next Thursday. And
here you go. First Fanquizomania he was in, he beat Greg. First Fanquizomania on Wrestle Talks Patreon, he beat Greg. First WC tournament I competed in, he's been perfect, like you said.
Okay, so let me Brett, first of all, your first Fanquizomania win was wrought with controversy. Let's be honest.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're still declared champion, but don't forget that Andy Datson.
Kind of like the Greg Cherry rule on the first time he faced me. So yeah, controversy, a run on
controversy abounds when people take titles from me.
That's right. That's right. Or keep them in the first
on
place.
2 occasions. He's taken a Fanquizomania. But nonetheless, it does terrify me that he has gone through this tournament and bulldozed the competition. Like he has not had easy people to face either. His last 2 matches, Sadi Nyongi and Tempest, gave him a fight. They both, I believe, had leads on him at one point.
Yeah, they did.
So
I
know
Tempest
Tempest did. I know
Yeah,
Tempest.
and I knew Tempest would, because he's been another one of those guys that I've been worried about the whole way through watching. I'm not surprised they were the
Tempest. If it wasn't for that last round, Tempest would have been the Jack of all trades champion and not you. But
this is true.
Fortune's not his strong suit. Yeah, you took the title from Andy.
And the irony of it being my strong suit, despite my complete utter disdain for Pat Sajak, is not lost on anybody, especially JJ, who's seen my hatred of Pat Sajak firsthand, up close and personal at a game.
Yeah.
But Chris, that is a good question. When is Jeff going to defend his title? And I have the answer for you right now. March 24th. We are going live for Jack of all trades.
Fucker father.
So in 3 weeks' time, Jeff will be defending his championship against two people who have already been confirmed. Not going to announce them quite yet.
Oh, gee, thanks.
And I'm waiting to hear back from a couple people to see if they want to fill that fourth spot.
So what he just did proves my dad's theory. No good deed goes unpunished. Here I am gushing about JJ on my birthday celebration, and this asshat doesn't even want to tell me who my challengers are. See? No good deed goes unpunished, folks.
You will know in due time. I want to confirm all the names.
3 weeks.
I don't have all the names confirmed, Jeff. Well, am I a
It's not my fault.
2K22 roster reveal? I'm not telling you that.
Oh,
Hey,
I understood
you know
the
what?
reference.
Hey, at least it was the 2K22 and not the 2K20. If you see 2K20, I would have walked off the set right now, dad style.
Yeah, if Jack of all trades turns into 2K20, you might just well shelve the whole thing.
Yeah. If that game anyway resembles 2K20, we're just going to fold and I'll hand the belt. Well, not the belt, because my goddamn niggle, but all the titles somebody else.
But I will say this. The two names I have confirmed are pretty big deals in the wrestling league.
Oh, hell.
That's all I'll say.
Well, it was nice having you represent something besides my ultimate fandom. Very good.
You never know, Jeff. You never know.
To be fair, I was in the match in the last minute in the first place. The fact that I won, like I said, the fact that I won because of a game who's hosted by a person I hate is just, the whole thing is just bonkers to begin with.
Hey, it is what it is. I may even have a new round. I haven't started preparing for Jack of all trades yet.
I did find out today in my email that the company in which we got your belt from is now doing belts in color. So there's actually gold plated on the belts now. Fancy. So I might have to get myself a Jack of all trades belt if I actually retain this friggin' thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Just,
Brett and me tomorrow. I can't put Brett over enough, if I'm being honest. I mean, you can't say anything bad about his performance because he's got perfect tens the entire way through.
Yes.
You can't find a weak spot. That's what's terrifying.
No, and the fact that for the most part you guys have done the matches where he should have been at least in bed, if not first waking up in the morning. God bless him for that.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you what, the people in the like England, Scotland area, they're troopers. I mean, we had Adam Pearson start a Jack of all trades match at 2:00 in the morning his time and run the whole thing.
See,
so
that's why the people that run Hogwarts actually have to build out there, because there's more magic out there than here, clearly. Because they can do shit like that, and they can sit through a 3-hour Raw, which is beyond magical. That's a miracle what that shit is. So good on them for that.
I can barely sit through the hour-and-a-half Hulu version.
I still haven't done that this week.
See, this is why I watch the top 10s, just so I know what I'm
right. That's it.
And I follow along with people live tweeting Raw. So
well, that's why Aaron does the business he does, because we follow him on Twitter and then we watch the post game. Oh, okay, so we get a half hour. Cool. Us watching Aaron's recap of Raw is like you and I, JJ, watching Nikki's Christmas Carol and then going, really got to sit through this shit for 2 hours with Jim Carrey? Really? Do we have to do that again? We already got the clip those first. Why are we doing this shit with long form? This is unnecessary.
Brett admits there is 1 weak spot in my game, and that's any sport. So sports figures, like in wrestling, he might not recognize. Although I believe he got the Kevin Green question correct last week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did too. Which again is funny because I'm the one that brought Kevin Green up on the celebrity show that JJ and I did. Yeah. So again, another underrated personality because he was around quite a bit, but you don't hear a lot about Kevin Green's time in WCW because it was so overshadowed by Mongo joining the Horsemen, and then the month after, the entire wrestling world changed. So,
yeah,
I mean,
and not to mention that, but also you had other sports stars come in like Dennis Rodman and Karl Malone, who main evented a pay-per-view together. And then you also had freaking Jay Leno come out at Road Wild in Sturgis. And it was just an insane time for WCW to get publicity.
And again, to be fair to Kevin Green, both companies had a monumental moment within the span of about 2 weeks, because 2 weeks after Great American Bash, Austin 316 was a thing, and 2 weeks after that was the Bash at the Beach. So it's, Kevin Green's moment of being turned on and a victim of the New Horseman was just kind of like, oh, wasn't that cute? I'm going to go listen to the guy cut a promo on the Drunken Snake, and then, oh, wait, Hogan's turning bad. Oh, Jesus. So, kind of, and what's even funnier is he was on Nitro cutting a promo about that the next night, so he was still there. It was just like, Kevin, why are you here? We don't care. Like Mongo punked you because you fear to get punked because you're an idiot. So just poor Kevin.
Brett says the only reason he knew about Kevin Green is he watched a lot of Nitro. So yes, he did play in the NFL. He played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He played for the Carolina Panthers, most notably. Unfortunately, passed away a few years ago.
Yeah, like even it may have been last year or the year before. It wasn't more than a couple of years at most.
Yeah, I guess it's within the last few years.
Yes.
It's crazy because obviously he wasn't very old. But
no, it was just one of those where, it seems like the curse of early wrestling deaths just kind of keeps seeping through other forms of entertainment, unfortunately.
I don't know if that one's as much wrestling as it would have been the NFL, but
well, I mean, again, the NFL thing has been primarily the CTE thing and all the thing that goes along with that. So it's one of those. And again, having been through what I've gone through the last, couple of years, especially, and, talking to Dr. Nowinski and talking to people like Mick Foley about it, it's much more prevalent than people are giving it credit or trying to keep under wraps. And I think that's a shame. So hopefully that changes. But again, Storm, like I said, and I hope that when the show is over tomorrow, we do go live with the post game, that Brett is available, win, lose, or draw, because I do want to have him on during that post game, because we're having a lot of cool stuff in that post game tomorrow too. That we're not ready to divulge to anybody yet. So
yeah, so that's another announcement. I believe we made it last week, but we made it official in the course of the last few days. After tomorrow night's Wrestling Trivia Challenge, which airs at 6:00 Eastern, we are going to be doing a live post show. Yes, there's the match right there, and there's the post show. The post show is airing at 6:30 Eastern. I didn't change that time.
Whoops! Yeah, my bad.
No, that's my fault. I didn't change the time in the graphic. That's what I mean. So the match itself will air at 6:00 Eastern. The post show will be going on immediately after that. So if you pick the side, and a lot of people, I hate to say it, a lot of people are picking Brett, which is not a bad pick. It's not.
No, I mean, the thing they tell you in Vegas, where I'll be this weekend, is go with the smart money. And while you have been a dominant long reigning champion, the fact of the matter is the guy's just, like you said, he smoked everybody with 10s across the board. Mm-hmm. So if he had any more 10s, he'd be winning the medal at a summer track swim meet at this point. So
I wonder if Vegas, like what Vegas odds would be for this match. I wonder if Brett would be like a minus 1.5.
Right.
Like he would probably be a favorite.
I mean, figure you did what? 16 people this tournament, right?
Yeah, 16.
So this will be his fifth match of this particular group of WTC, he's
Correct.
answered he's had 40 questions that he answered correctly, 10 per match. He's not had a match where he hasn't answered 10. That's frightening for real.
Mm-hmm. The sat match, he got it on the very last question he got. So
he did, but he
almost didn't get the full 10, but he did.
No, but he did.
He did. Yeah.
Mikey's just begging to get added on the chat room, so I'll go ahead and throw his stats up just for the shits and giggles of it. There you go. There's the odds. I don't know. I mean, he's stat wise. I'm assuming they're accurate, but I don't know.
Well, those stats make me the favorite, which is a little shocking to me.
Yeah. There you go. So, and again,
my confidence is like at an all-time low for this because I've seen how he's done it. I thought Louis was tough competition because he made it all the way, and I beat him 10-6. But Brett is a completely different animal.
Louis just ended up proving that the fact that he can make anybody feel old, even the youngest guy in the room. So he's just a baby. But
Brett's even younger than he is.
What's that?
Brett's even younger than he is.
I know, which again, he's got that youthful brain on his side too, which is even more frightening.
Yeah. My Alzheimer's hasn't kicked in yet, so.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Don't start that. I might be losing everything tomorrow, Jeff. I got nothing. I said I wouldn't challenge for the Jack of All Trades Championship as long as I was champion. I don't want to have to do that because you're champion and I can't face you. I'm champion because then I'd have to bring in somebody else. I want to do that.
Yeah. We should make some sort of rule like it did in WCW where once you beat somebody, you can't challenge them for the championship as long as they're champion. I should have made that rule when I won the damn title. Like, no, Greg back.
Well, I said as long as I have that, I'm just hosting Jack of All Trades. I'm not double dipping. That's the rule.
That's it. And if you double dip, don't use the same side of the chip if you want to keep you.
If you know, you know. All right.
I hate that show too. I reference everything I hate today. Pat Sajak and the Seinfeld show. I'm referencing all kinds of hatred today. Cool. Go on my birthday show. So yeah, Brett will be there. Oh, I was going to say this before we got sidetracked. Anybody, like, I would love, now that we're having the announcement of Jack of All Trades is coming back and that we're going to have the post game, we will post a link, kind of like I've been doing on my streams last couple. We'll post a link, kind of where JJ's head is now, kind of, sort of. You want to call in, come on in. There's no real time limit next week because I don't have anything to do the next day like I do this week. So yeah, come on in and join the, as Mikey said earlier in the chat, shenanigans. So it'll be fun. It'll be kind of a WTC retrospective because, like I said, if Greg retains, what is there left to do? If Greg loses, it's going to be one of those, like, freaking the dude in the audience and Paul Heyman reacting at the end of the streak. It's going to be one of those, like, it's cold in here and it's quiet.
Yeah. But, like,
cold, dark place we live.
I will be preparing to have roses laying on my desk.
That's it. That's it.
Put to rest my championship reign, if that's in fact what happens.
I think JJ agreed. The only thing sadder than if you lost the championship trial will be my part of the TV and movie death scenes episode of Dads in a couple weeks.
God damn it.
Again, I apologize for that again. I'm going to keep apologizing until it airs because, man, I feel like an asshole. Like, y'all don't understand what I did to y'all. And you won't till it airs, and it's going to be bad.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to let you go before you get to the weird laws.
Oh, okay.
I have a scheduled pickup coming up here in a little bit, so I've got to make sure I get online to grab that ride. Jeff, once again, happy birthday. Greg, thank you again for letting me crash the party. I will see you gentlemen later.
All right.
Sure, thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye. Be safe out there, Jay.
All right.
And it's bad enough if he loses. We're not going to get pinged and lose money in the process.
Yeah. That's the last thing we need is to get demonetized on the post show because if we just do the gongs, will we get pinged?
You know, it's funny you say that because when he did the original, when he originally left and was gonna do, he did the whole thing with the hat and against Roman. I put the gongs up and I got pinged for it, but it was me. So I don't know if it's just a WWE hates me, which I know they do thing, or I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, enough about what could possibly be the end of the longest championship reign of this era. I'm almost to Severn too. Damn it!
I was gonna say,
like I'm like what, less than 50 days shy of Dan Severn.
where are you at? 1046.
No, 1454
Sorry.
as of tomorrow.
1454. I go ahead and bring the laws up because I think you passed Dan a long time ago now. But go ahead, go ahead and bring the laws up.
If I haven't passed them, I'm damn close.
Right.
So yeah, we are doing some weird Idaho laws. If you guys would like to donate to the channel, the link is should be in the chat rooms, or the chat rooms. My God, the chat on YouTube. In your ICQ, go check the. Right, here we go.
If anybody in this room besides Greg and I know what ICQ is, you get a brownie.
I never even used it. I didn't start using instant messaging until AIM, like AOL Instant Messenger. I never started using it until then.
Which is so funny because using AIM is how I first interacted with Trish Stratus on the real. On the real, hand to God. That's my first interacting with her on the regular.
That's where Josh Tariff yelled at me and thought I catfished him.
I'm sorry?
I said that's where Josh Tariff yelled at me and thought I catfished him.
Good old Josh, who gets to celebrate one whole day of being older than me every year. One day. That's all he gets. That's it. Anyway.
All right, so we're going to get into some weird Idaho laws. It's been a while since we've done the weird laws segment. It's probably since maybe like partway through the NFL season. But we just kind of stopped doing it for a while. But we brought it back because it's always a popular segment here on the Greg Cherry Show. So let's kick it off with this. In Idaho, boxes of candy given as romantic gifts must weigh more than 50 pounds.
If you're giving your significant other or a gift or a date or whatever, did you say 50 or 500?
50.
Okay, even
which
still.
Is still a ridiculous amount of chocolate.
I gotta say, 50 pounds of chocolate? It's like, I don't even think they make potato sacks that weigh 50 pounds at the grocery store in Idaho. That's absurd.
Yeah, that's a lot of chocolate. I like chocolate. Don't get me wrong. I like candy. Not 50 pounds worth. Like I don't need to do curls with my chocolate, although that would kind of offset some of the chocolate that I ate.
Well, you can do curls or you can do curling and sweep the mess up after you drop it. You know, if you're just being a slob about it. So either way, you have an Olympic activity.
You could set the box on like a machine and just do a leg press with the chocolate.
I'm going to say 50 pounds is a leg press for some people. So there you go. Yes. Why is that a law, Brett? Because it's Idaho and it's the weird laws portion of the show. That's why.
This is what happens when we don't get wheel spins. We fill time with really stupid stuff.
Dan with the guilt trip. Muck or feather you.
Also in Idaho, you may not fish on a camel's back.
I have questions. They are many.
Why could you not find like, a lawn chair?
Well, here's my main thing. If you're in a place that has active fishing, you're very unlikely to see a camel within the same region. Okay,
especially in Idaho.
Especially in Idaho, there's not a whole lot of water running rampant. For the record, Dan Severn is 1479. You are correct. So you are.
So if I lose tomorrow to Brett, I'm 25 days short.
Oh. Man, that's
what
rough.
A kick in the dick.
Right in. Well, is it in the dick or is it in the Mr. Dick like Paul Heyman?
Depends on the day. All right, next up.
I love that he got called Mr. Dick and nobody batted an eye. That was the greatest thing ever. Anyway, carry on.
Also in Idaho, riding a merry-go-round on Sundays is considered a crime.
Riding a merry-go-round on Sundays. All right, then. That
You know
seems
I'm
very
joking,
specific
right,
and
Brett?
very discriminating to the carousels of the world.
You know I'm joking, right? I hope you know that. I'm snarky as all hell.
Okay. He's nervous. Leave him alone, damn it.
I'm nervous because I could be 25 days short of Severn and 46 days short of 1,500.
Which is what we've been stating for the better part of a year. You got to catch Dan. You got to catch Dan.
I kept Severn.
It's like, son of a bitch. Now it might not happen.
Like, I'm all... Hold on. I want to look something up real quick.
Here we go. Now I've got him freaking doing stats checks. This is bad, folks.
Just the WWE champions. Title history. Crap, I can't sort this one. Okay, I've already passed Bruno's second reign.
Second reign, yes. I'm just looking through the list here of longest reigns here, period.
According to this, Backlund is over 2,000 recognized.
Right, but Backlund's is kind of shady.
So, if I retain against Brett, I'm going to pass Hogan's first reign.
Right.
Because Hogan's first reign is 1474. And I'm at 1454 as of tomorrow. So, if I retain against Brett, I will have the longest wrestling-related championship reign in the last 40 years.
Yeah, because the one above Hogan is Severn, like we talked about. And then it jumps to 1563 with Dory Jr. So, yeah, we may need to have some discussions about what we're going to do after this if you actually do retain.
You know, I got a YouTube comment on like the match that airs tomorrow. I don't know if you saw it or not. But there's this guy who says that days should be taken off my reign because I don't defend it.
All right. Okay. Okay. Let me step on that box for you, my friend. In defense of Gregory Cherry. All right, look, you dicks. This guy over here has defended successfully against me multiple times. We've had the discussion on the air about if you go by wrestling terminology, you defend an average of once every 30 days. He's done it.
Might be
Consistently and legitimately. Maybe not at this point with the tournament, but he did the tournaments because everybody we were lining up for him sucked because we weren't vetting them properly like we should have, like your little producers, which is why we took the show out of Aaron's hands because Aaron and I are shitty producers when it comes to stuff like that. So Greg lined up his own people. Now, granted, these people are not people he knew, but he knew of, and the fact that they were awesome trivia people, which is why Brett's got perfect 10s across the freaking board. For the record, you dick, whoever said that. Yeah. It's not days off. It's the fact that nobody's been able to touch this guy with the 7-day build. So get over it. Really. End of speech.
It's one of those things, too. Like, I've defended the championship almost 40 times successfully.
Right.
So, realistically, for all the people that I've beaten, and I don't think I've beaten anybody more than once in this reign.
No.
I think I've defended it against 40 different people. And I've beaten them all.
And we just mentioned both Hogan and Dan Severn. You want to talk about defenses that you all actually saw of Hogan's on television or pay-per-view? Let's have that discussion. Okay? And Severn couldn't decide if he wanted to fight in a cage or in a wrestling ring half the damn time in those 4 years.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
he was a champion in the UFC.
So do yourself a favor, whoever bitched about days coming off Greg's reign, and make like old John Cena an STFU. Thank you very much.
So Enigma's asking in the chat, and Dwayne, I'll get to your super chat. I don't know whose channel that's on, but we appreciate it.
Probably mine.
It might be. I mean, I have super chat abilities too.
That's true.
How many hours have you revised preparing for tomorrow? So I'm going to break kayfabe, much like I did on the show, to air tomorrow because the question's already up. The Brett and Tempest match was filmed at 1 o'clock Eastern on the day we filmed it. The championship match was filmed 5 hours later.
Yeah.
After I had work and dinner. So I didn't have time to study shit.
No.
So
literally, he came to me, he goes, okay, so Brett won. Now I'm flipping my shit. And I'm like, and he's like, so just let me know when you're available. I'm like, I'm available now. Is Brett available? Is he still awake? I messaged Brett. Brett was awake. Off we went. Like,
yeah. I mean, it was kind of one of those rip the Band-Aid off situations and be like, I don't know if studying's going to help me. So,
I mean, he actually used the phrase
screw it.
Band-Aid. Like, for real.
It's like, screw it and just hope I know stuff.
Yeah. And like I said, we're not going to reveal one way or the other. It's one of those, it has to be seen to be believed, for real. So
I'm telling you what, it's...
And answer the question, the chat was on my page. So, Dwayne, thank you for the $5. I'll make sure I collect that whenever I get the full 100 again.
Getting 100 takes forever.
It does. That's the bitch about not being as prolific as our buddy Sean or Denise or whoever. It's like, it just doesn't add up.
Did you see Denise's news yesterday?
I did. I'm so happy for her.
She's going to be with Ring of Honor. That's awesome.
Like, she's going to be at the Supercard of Honor. Like, I just want to be there just for that now. Like, granted, we got a unification match. We got all this stuff. I want to be there to support Denise, damn it.
Yeah. I mean, that's awesome. Like, I know she's been doing, like, ring announcing for GCW and stuff, but to get the ROH level, like, that's pretty cool.
Considering how long Ring of Honor's had their ring announcer, like, that's awesome. So,
well, is she ring announcer? Like, I just saw that she was there. I didn't see what she was going to be doing there.
I don't know what she's doing either. But the fact that they've got a really good crew there, so the fact that they felt compelled to add her because she's awesome is awesome. And like I said, I remember watching her be like not low on the totem pole of X-Pac's 1, 2, 3, 60 co-host people, but man, she has come up in the world in a hurry. And good on her because she deserves it, damn it. She's great.
Yeah, Denise is absolutely fantastic. So Enigma has a question for both of us and says, if both of you, meaning me and Brett, could choose an entrance song for the final tomorrow, what would it be? It would be what I choose as my entrance theme, and that would be Breaking the Silence by Breaking Benjamin.
Yes.
So that would be what I would choose. I don't know what Brett would choose. He's The Thunder Rolls by State of Mind. There you go.
Ooh. Okay. So did I mention that to you on the air at all?
What's that?
The one Brett just said, Thunder Rolls by State of Mind.
I don't think so. Is that like a cover of the Garth Brooks song?
It is a heavy metal cover of the Garth Brooks song.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Like, seriously, Greg.
I got to listen to that now.
Pause your Dynamite feed and watch that video. And watch the long form 3-verse version. Jesus H. Christ. It is like JJ brought it to my attention a little over a year ago now. I listened to that on Spotify. That's one of my daily, like, all right, get my shit into gear and get going songs. Like, it is, okay, here it is. Here's the one. It is fucking amazing. It's that good.
I'll have to check that out because I know Jen likes the. Oh my goodness!
Look at Dwayne with the double chat. Good Lord, have mercy.
There you go. That's to you again
because he did have a legitimate thing up there earlier. Where'd it go? There it
He
is.
says, "Happy belated birthday, my friend. Wish it could have been more, but I'm a broke bitch too."
Like I said, we were lamenting lack of Brett. So the fact you gave 25 altogether, we love you for that. Good Lord. So and since we're
I
into
missed that one. Where did that come from?
but like I said, that's the one on my channel.
Okay.
So sorry, just chimed in for a second. I got a question. Is Gronk going to retire now that Brady? Again, we'll see what Rob wants to do. Rob will do Rob things as he do. So
Maybe he'll go back to WWE.
there you go.
Of course, Mojo's not there anymore, so what's the point?
As long as he doesn't go back to freaking New England, I'll be happy with him. Honest to God.
Just go into broadcasting, Gronk. Just do that. Just stop.
Anything but that ridiculous military insurance commercial, because that's just getting stupid on
USAA ones.
Yeah. It's like, considering the house I'm in now falls under the USAA auspices, like, dude, no, Brett, no, Rob, stop. Just please. Oh, man. Tim, you're starting to scare me in the chat room. I'm just going to throw that out there now. just going to say that out loud in front of everybody.
The microphone's a thirst trap. All right. We still have more weird laws. Like, we only got through like 3.
We're all about that. That's right. We're actually doing something today.
Yeah. All right. In the Eagle, Idaho.
Oh.
Eagle. Dirt may not be swept from one's house into the street.
No, I can't live in Idaho. That's next level stupid. I'm sorry. If it's actual dirt, like a gym, like outside dirt, that's where it should be, is outside.
That one's being saved for last.
Oh boy.
In Pocatello, Idaho.
I've actually been to Pocatello, or at least been through it. Anyway.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yes.
Well, a person in Pocatello may not be seen in public without a smile on his face.
Then I've never been to Pocatello. I lied through my teeth just now. Never been there, ever.
I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations is passed on that now.
It's Idaho. You never know those crazy-ass potato farmers. Just saying.
But the one I saved because I looked at it, I didn't even read the whole thing.
Oh no. Oh no.
But it was ridiculous. I apologize if I pronounce this incorrectly. In Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Cordellen, yeah.
I apologize. My French is off. In that city, if a police officer approaches a vehicle and suspects that the occupants are engaging in sex, he must either honk or flash his lights and wait for 3 minutes before approaching the car.
So my immediate reaction is he waiting 3 minutes for Rosie and Jamal to show up first?
I think he's waiting 3 minutes for them to get their clothes back on so he doesn't see what's going on.
Oh, okay. Because if you're purposely stopping in Cordell in Idaho and engaging in carnal activity in your car, you deserve to be swatted down by Samoans. I'm just throwing that out there now. So unleash the heavies, Bischoff. Unleash the heavies.
Well, I mean, there's 3 things that could be going on potentially. I mean, there's more. I mean, they could be doing the old donut banana. You could be sword fighting, or you could be the Acclaimed.
Those kids are, look at this, doesn't mean I'm so old. Those kids are so talented. Those poor bastards kids. God.
Everybody loves the Acclaimed. Culture's asking, as an independent wrestler myself, it's important the song fits the gimmick. So, Greg, what's your gimmick to fit Breaking the Silence? So, I felt like this was such a great subtlety for it to be my theme, because for the longest time, my whole gimmick was the Pennsylvania sensation. So, like, I was 100% full-blooded Pennsylvanian. You got the flag in the background. My gear would be, like, representing the flag and all that stuff. And Breaking Benjamin is from the state of Pennsylvania. So even my theme song is Pennsylvanian.
There you go. I dig it.
So that's kind of where I went with that. Breaking Benjamin's my favorite band. So,
I dig it. And the one time I actually got a walkout entrance theme when I did color commentary for when I worked for them in 2005, Rue played me out, so I used Magdalene, which is the old XMV thing. So, like, I use an LA band, bass band's theme song because they're my friends. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to ask Culture what he meant by Eric Bischoff's theme was a banger. The answer is they all were, so it doesn't matter what I say.
Even his WCW theme, like I still rock out those WCW.
I purposely put that on my little Google Drive save of NWO themes because I love his WCW NWO theme. I think it's awesome.
All right. Brett had a trivia question earlier. I want to see where it's at.
Oh, I got you.
You got me?
Yep, it's there. It is. No, that's there. It is.
We found it at the same time.
Okay.
Trivia question for Q&A. You might know it immediately as it's Rumble related, but we'll see. What wrestler has made it to the final four of a Royal Rumble the most times, which includes the Greatest Royal Rumble? Well, I'll tell you what. The Greatest Royal Rumble isn't going to factor in the decision whatsoever because it was Braun Strowman, Big Cass, Daniel Bryan, and I cannot remember who the last person was. Might have been Jericho.
It's Jericho, like Jericho or Hunter. Somebody's been in like a bunch of them.
No, Hunter wasn't it. Not in the Greatest one.
Oh, no, not the great. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Jericho might have been gone by then. He might have been eliminated by Owens. It's been a while since.
Yeah.
But I know 3 of the 4. The final 3 was Bryan, Cass, and Strowman.
Right.
So
maybe
I don't
Roman
think
or
that's
Kane.
Was that?
Roman wasn't in the Greatest Royal Rumble, was he?
Who wasn't?
Roman Reigns.
No, Roman was facing Brock in the cage.
Was Kane in the Greatest Royal Rumble? I haven't watched that show for the record. So.
No, Kane was not in the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Okay, so it's not one of those. Because I'm trying to think of people that have been in a billion Rumbles.
See, Randy Orton was, but he didn't make the final. I feel like it's either Orton or Kofi.
Yeah, Orton or Kofi seems accurate.
They're not Kofi. Either Randy Orton or Roman Reigns. Like, it's made it the Final Four. Because Roman Reigns has been in a Final Four every single Rumble he's been in.
Right, and he's been in quite a few now, so.
Okay, so
well, while we're ruminating.
Let me read.
You know, I don't know if they'll use his WWE theme. They might actually throw the curveball out there and actually put it in there because I'm pretty sure they own that too because they own NWO stuff. So,
yeah. So 2014 he was a runner-up. 2015 he won. 2016 Final 3. 2017 runner-up. 2018 runner-up. 2020 runner-up. He was not in 2019. He was the Universal Champion. So that's 6.
That's pretty high for a 35-year history. So,
yeah. So 6 for Roman. Orton was final
9-13 for sure.
6
or 9 and 17 for sure.
Okay, 9 and 17. So 2006 he was a runner-up. 2007 he was in the Final 4 with Edge, Taker, and Michaels.
Okay.
WWE champion in 08, won 2009. Challenge for the WWE title 10. Final 4 in 2011 because the Final 4 was, I believe, him, Barrett, Del Rio, and Santino.
Keep your eyes off the chat because Brett already spoiled the answers. Keep your eyes off the chat room.
Yeah, I'm not looking at the chat. It's got to be Orton because 2012 he was in the Final 4. 2013 he just missed the Final 4.
Right. 2014 he was the champion.
2014 he was the champion. 2015 He wasn't on the show at all.
No.
He wasn't on the show at all in 2016 either. 2017 he won.
There's 6 for him too.
2018 he was gone before the Final Four because the Final Four was Nakamura, Balor, Cena, Reigns. 2019 he was gone before the Final Four.
Mm-hmm. 2020 was because he was in there with Edge.
Yeah, he was in the Final Four with it was him, Reigns, Edge, and McIntyre, and that was the final 2 in 2021. So yeah, it's got to be Orton. He's been there 8 times.
So, Brett, my question to you before Greg sees the answer is, can you give us every year? Because according to Brett, you're wrong.
I'm wrong?
According to Brett, it's not Orton.
Who the hell was in the Final Four more than Orton?
Yeah, that's why I don't remember the person he said being in.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look at the chat. Oh, it is Orton. Yeah.
Oh, it is okay. Because he mentioned it was Kevin Owens. So okay.
Well, in the greatest Royal Rumble. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. There
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I got them all. I got them all.
That's why he's the greatest wrestling trivia mind of our time. That's why he's the Rumble expert.
I doubt you'll ask a Rumble question. I heavily doubt. Because that's almost an unfair advantage.
This is very true.
I figured if it
No,
wasn't...
I am not,
wasn't more than that,
I will be on my way soon.
Sorry, go ahead. All right, so there we go. There was Brett's contributions. He couldn't contribute monetarily. He contributed to us sweating an answer, which is just as bad. Jeff's wrestling gimmick is sweating hosting this damn trivia match tomorrow. That shirt is fire, but lose the hat. Hey, you know what? The team with this hat has been in my life longer than anything outside of blood. No, I'm not exaggerating or speaking hyperbole. That is a legitimate fact of life.
Hey, Dwayne, you could, if you ever decide to donate the 100, you could just make me do 20 spins instead.
There you go.
And that could be like the entire episode of a great Jerry Show.
Yeah, the major downside of that is if you hit a fitness thing every time, you don't have to worry about being in shape. You'll be dead before you lose the title. Let's see. How many jumping jacks per spin?
Well, if it lands on it, it's 100.
Okay, so if he does 20 spins, is that what you said?
20.
20.
2,000 jumping jacks.
That's 2,000 jumping jacks.
You realize the odds of that happening are insanely low.
Considering
It's
how
the only spot on the wheel. Like, that's the only jumping jack spot on the wheel. That's the only one.
Considering how much luck we're trying to invoke from the wrestling gods of the universe for tomorrow, you may just have that shit hit you. So don't be saying that out loud because you never know. The hat is gorgeous. Yes, it is a reverse retro king. I'm still working on a jersey because you can't find that shit anywhere unless you mortgage your house or sell your children into slavery. So
before I die, there's one thing that needs to happen.
Greg Cherry for Quizlemania. Greg Cherry for Quizlemania. Greg Cherry for Quizlemania. Hashtag Greg Cherry for Quizlemania.
We don't need to see It's got to happen before I pass out. So before you donate the 100, of course, if we get like a whole bunch of people, I might have to up the wheel spin amount just because it's like, listen, we got to talk about stuff. And if you really want to see me do stuff, you got to up it, which would suck and probably drive a couple people away. But it's like, listen, unless you want the show to just be wheel spins. So if I ever make it on Quizlemania, I get a whole bunch of people coming over here.
There you go.
That's I'm sure way down the line. But anyway.
Oh, too much.
Hey, this guy. I don't know if he super chat on mine or your. Yeah, that's what I should look at because it doesn't.
Either way, had to work late. What about that cliffhanger on last week's show?
Oh, that was actually mine. the cliffhanger on last week's show. Was that the? Oh yeah, the Rick and Hogan conversation, which you donate right at the end of the show again. But like, I was going to address that, and then
oh well, yeah, no. Hogan's been through enough this week. His divorce got out of this week. We're good on picking on Terry today.
tell you what, this guy, we will address it first thing next week.
Yes, put a pin in it for next week.
Yeah, because I got a trivia match to prepare to lose. I mean,
oh, stop it! You're still self-depreciating. Well, while Greg is lamenting his own damn luck about having to face Brett, let me go ahead and do my shit here. So again, tomorrow, of course, the match of match, the championship match of all matches. It'll be Greg versus Brett, 1-on-1, and then the post game at 6:30. 6:30, not 6.
Well,
tomorrow.
The post show won't air simultaneously.
No, it will not air simultaneously. It'll be a simulcast on the post game. It'll be on both our channels. This is just on Greg's channel, for the record. Post game will be across the channels. Friday is Dad's. We're back. Yay, woohoo. Saturday, I'll be in Vegas. You guys will be here with me, but I'll be enjoying it, probably getting surprised and whatever. And then hopefully these will both become interviews for the channels down the line, because I get to see lead-ons on it. I'm so tickled about that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm wearing my Star Trek Com badge, is because I get to see the man who plays Captain Kirk in the fan series that continues on Sunday, and because Picard Season 2 starts tomorrow. So, damn it, I'm all trekked out. There you go. There's my plug.
All right, so we thank you very much for joining us. We're a little bit over time. Hopefully we haven't missed Tony Khan's announcement of the week. So
Cesaro!
I mean, that would be nice. Claudio, so we will join you tomorrow for Wrestling Trivia Challenge, day 1454. Is it the last? We'll see. Brett Storm and I go mano a mano, and then the post show immediately after. And of course, next Wednesday, join us for the Greg Cherry Show for the reigning Jack of all trades champion, Jeff Meacham. I am.
Are you running credits or am I?
You can take it.
Okay, very good.
So thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.